here with Alejo in the home of his people, the first folk. They live underground, so we went on that huge balloon ride, which was beautiful, up to the mountaintops, and now we're deep underground. So seems like not everyone wants to talk to us. Hello! So gotta be a little careful. Maybe this is their deity? They praise like a giant beetle or something. There are a lot of them though. Big place. Oh cool, is this a hot spring? Never mind. So he's spoken about this one person who's taught them of the overworld, the sky world, whatever you want to call it. Just wonder who that is. Hi! Quick! Look busy. No one seems to want to talk to me, mate. Hi! And that's the way out, right? So fair enough, that's a bit anticlimactic. I was hoping to talk to at least one of them.
Are you ready?
Sure. Is there a way of coming back?
Farewell, my friend.
Thanks, Alejo. That sounds a bit final. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, our raft. So we're not going to be able to get across until we get this password. Right. The password to Roots. So we can't go there. We can't do this. Can't do that. We could maybe do this. So maybe we go and look for that amulet, and we go and have find the go and see if the architect has shown up in Lindo. I met Azad, the architect, and told him of a book written about his work. He seemed like a rather brittle fellow and asked me to leave his tower. And second chances. Alright, so let's go and talk to Kai because we're quite close by. Sorry for the rhyming. I just have good timing. Right. So, basically the Roots, the tea drinking cult, the drug addicts, everything hinges on finding them now. What are you doing? Oh, you're the one who wants me to catch the fish. Which I will be able to do. Where's Kai's hut? Here it is. The game can't handle this rapid cycling. I'm always going to pack the bike just in case we get fast travelled somewhere. You right there, guys?
I can't believe it! Business is booming already.
I'm
We're
a magician.
Truly grateful for all of your help. Here, take these glowstones. We made a big sale just for the morning eclipse.
Thanks.
We're in the middle of our reopening, and criminy, what a turnout!
So you're going to repay Finn?
Of course, of course. Him and a few others.
Good.
Couldn't have done this all without you. Oh, for great shade's sake, we got to unpack some of what Caitlin already packed up. Ah, my poor wife. Can't believe what I put her through. I hope I can make up for it all. Of course, you're welcome to my wares anytime, at a discount.
Great. Kai's version of Hydra Thistle, which he claims is Black Thistle free. Sure, I'll take one. You happy?
I'm so happy we've sorted all this out. I know we've done some questionable things, but we're turning a new leaf now. And I'm going to put together a kit of tinctures for Finn and tell him just what happened. We're going to be new people.
Excellent. So that's that. So, the architect. Let's see if he's shown up in Lindo. Yeah, I really don't know how we're going to figure anything out about the routes, but I guess if we just keep completing quests for people, then we might, you know, someone might have a clue for us or might offer some help. Right. Right, down we go. Right, so if we go and talk to Nika... Oh, hi there.
There's nothing like a good book on a day such as this. Actually, books are the perfect way to spend any day. Do you enjoy reading?
Of course.
I'm glad to hear that. Perhaps I can share my favorite books with you sometime. My favorite books are the ones that inspire me to write myself. How about you?
Yeah, I mean a bit of both. You can, yeah. Yeah.
We creatives, me a writer, you a painter, we've got to stay inspired. Best way I've found is to drink many, many cups of tea. Always gives me a boost.
Caffeine.
Speaking of writing, if you find any feathers around here, I'd happily buy them. I'm constantly losing my quills. I figure 3 should do it.
There you go.
Oh, wonderful. Hopefully this is enough to last me a while. Thank you very much. I do hate scouring the forest floor for these. If you find any more, I'll pay you 1 glowstone apiece. Is there something else?
Yeah, let's see what he knows about everything. Lindo.
Lindau used to be right on the river until a mudslide destroyed most of the town. After that, the townspeople relocated to the coast.
And have you been to the big city? For the library, I imagine.
Many of the folk from Old Lindau moved there after the mudslide. The library there is of a historic note.
Do you know anything about the architect?
Ah, that would be Azad. A brilliant, brutally honest, and highly misunderstood man. Undoubtedly too curt for his own good. Perhaps that's why many Lindau folk found it difficult to maintain amicable relations with him.
You've been to the abandoned tower?
That building was part of the original town of Lindau. I've heard a ghost has taken up residence inside. If you're interested in an adventure, it's a lovely spot for a nighttime stroll.
And Old Lindo.
That's where I live, when I'm not camping. My house was the only thing standing after the mudslide.
Really? How come you didn't leave?
Moving all those books just seems like too much trouble.
Oh yeah, I think we went
Besides, what could be more fun than living in a ghost town?
in. Alright. I think I've seen it.
I'm certain you did. Did you manage to take a peek inside?
Yes.
Oh, good. I hope you found something to read that was of interest to you. Is there something else?
No, Eunice, you're a nice chap. Thanks for the conversation. Hey, we've not seen animals before. A rat! Back here. Yeah, I don't think we've seen any animals besides like butterflies and stuff and fish. Oh yeah, we've seen lots of animals. What am I chatting about? Ah, good old Lindo. So I guess we should tell this lady that the police didn't really care about what she had to say. No, she doesn't care now either. How's your painting coming along, little one?
Thanks again for the canvas.
Right. Let's go and tell Nika about Azad.
Azad is back.
I know. Have you spoken with him?
Only briefly. He was milling about here inspecting every architectural detail.
I saw him strolling around town this morning as if he'd never been gone. I can't believe it.
Where has he been all this time?
I heard he was hiding in that abandoned tower. He always was funny, that one.
He'd been missing so long, I thought the worst. I'm glad he's okay.
Good.
Thanks again for that painting. Damn fish aren't biting today.
You look well.
Thanks, Nika. So, Azad's back.
That poor man. He had quite a gruff personality. Not very sociable. But I don't think he meant to offend people. I hope he's very happy, wherever he is.
Okay, never mind then.
Certainly.
Yeah, let's just buy some. We're rich now. We're rich, baby! Right, Azad has come out from hiding in his tower. Our conversation must have sparked a change in him. I should look for him in Lindo. Maybe he'll fall in love with the surly captain, because they're both miserable. Maybe he's over here. Nope. Is that you, Azad? No.
Oh, shit. Now leave me be.
Never mind. Oh, he'll be in the nice place, won't he? Up here, I imagine. Yep. Is this your pièce de résistance?
This building is truly a marvel. A masterwork of architecture it is.
You've come out!
Yes. It would have been a shame to have designed such a beautiful city.
A city is a bit of a
enjoy
stretch.
it for myself a little longer.
Why only a little?
I've decided I'm going to move away. It pains me to think that I'll leave behind my creations, but it pains me more to think of more interactions with these wretched townspeople. Which actually brings me to something I wanted to ask you.
To leave?
I have some work for a painter like you.
Oh.
Mistake me not. Painting is an objectively inferior art form.
Okay.
Especially when compared to something as functional as architecture. But in this one instance, I could use your skills.
Alright, let's just placate.
I've decided I'm going to move away. It pains me to think that I'll leave. I'd like a painting of this very city. The composition should include this very town hall, the perched gazebo,
Yep,
and the inn.
I'll do it.
If you hesitate too long, I'll just find someone else. You painters are a glowstone a dozen.
Alright, mate. Do one. So that's the gazebo, that's the inn, and this is the thing you said, right? We need a good angle. Difficult to get the gazebo in from here, right? Maybe, I don't know. Is that the gazebo, or that's not the gazebo there, is it? What is a gazebo? I've said gazebo so many times, I've forgotten what it means, even though I know what it means. I don't think we'll be able to see everything from up here, but I could be wrong. So the gazebo, the inn, and the tower, I don't think so, man. Not sure that's what he meant. It's just, you can't really climb anywhere, so it's going to be really difficult to get the right angle. The right angle would be from, like, over here, right? But yeah, okay, maybe from down there then, near where the captain is. I suppose it'd be nice to have the tower. I just don't think we're going to be able to see everything. But maybe from back here. Yeah, that works. Unless that's the gazebo, then I'm screwed. And I've just wasted more inspiration. It looked nice though. Here you go, you bitter old man.
Ah, I see you've made a painting of Lindau. However, you haven't painted as I've requested the town hall. Very well. Be sure to include all the buildings I've requested in the
Shut up! Right, so that is the gazebo. If it's not, and I'm going to waste 2 or 3 inspiration on this, then... Let's just double check what it says. Town hall, gazebo, and the inn. So that obviously isn't the gazebo, that is. Get out of my shot, man. Oh, damn it, that's not it either. Which is the gazebo? Oh, that sucks. Gazebo?
I see you've made a painting of Lindau. However, you haven't painted as I've requested the town hall, the perched gazebo, and the inn. Very well. Be sure to include all the buildings I've requested in the composition.
Seriously, dude, leave me alone. What's the gazebo then? If that's not the gazebo and that's not the gazebo. This is the town hall, right?
Hello again. His disappearance was all very mysterious.
Alright. Well, well, come on. I'm gonna have to Google gazebo. Jesus. Come on then. What is a gazebo? Yeah, gazebo's like a little tent kind of thing. You see them at weddings. So it's that. Like, it's definitely that. So what was the painting missing then? This is the gazebo. Oh, this is very annoying. So what? I just wish you would have told me what wasn't in the painting. Does it mean I need to have them like completely in, not cropped at all? He said perched gazebo though, so that could mean that. I'm not going to do any more attempts after this. Oh no. That's not it either. I'll ask him, but I feel like the quest would have updated if it was the right buildings.
Ah, I see you've made a painting of Linda. Very well. Be sure to include all the buildings I've requested in the composition.
Unless this isn't the town hall. I mean, what else is going to be the town hall? Do you know where the perched gazebo is? It has to be that. That has to be the perched gazebo. There's the inn, and this is definitely the town hall. Because no one lives there or anything, so... Alright. Right, I'm going to move on, because it's going to annoy me otherwise. Right, I guess we could trek down to this beach and have a look for that guy's amulet. So let's get our bike out and never speak of this painting again. Excuse me. Alright. I really wish you could like reuse inspiration if it's for one particular quest, because you could put yourself in a situation where you've got no inspiration left and you can't complete quests, right? Or maybe you can do paintings without it, I'm not sure. don't think you can. What was the quickest way over here? Here we go. Hopefully, I mean, he said that that quest was timed, but let's hope it's not. Right, so this dude has lost an amulet on the coast. Man on the beach was looking for his lost amulet in the water. It seems really valuable to him. Right. I guess we have a look. Not exactly sure how we're going to find this, but this is going to be a video of nothing but failure. Can we get over to the wreckage? Look at these cool rocks. They look like armadillo shells or something like that. I have no idea what we're supposed to do now. Can we buy a metal detector? Maybe it's washed up onto that little islet over there. Maybe we need the raft, and maybe we need the raft. Yeah, I think we're going to need the raft to get over to the little island, the little islet over there. I don't think it would be on this side. Yeah, I've solved the problem. We're going to need the raft, so yeah, pointless going any further. Right, so we need to figure out how to figure out something with the roots here, because don't know how we're going to solve this. I'm a little stuck. So I can't figure this out. I don't know where we're going to find this bird. I imagine we'll hear it somewhere. Is this old fish? But we're going to have to find it first. I think we need the raft for that as well. We need the raft for this. Yeah, so we basically need to get the password for roots. So we're going to have to find someone who's going to let us know the password, so... Don't know who that'll be. I suppose in normal RPG fashion we're just going to have to ask as many people as we can. So let's just do a lap of the town.
Oh, I can't stop thinking about my dinner. We've got a lot of work down on the pea terraces. It can be draining, but I like to read in my free time.
Okay.
A nice book of poetry always boosts my spirits.
Do you know about the roots?
Ah, the secretive underground tea-drinking society. I've had a few cups of dream tea in my day, but things have changed since then. Now it's all locked doors and
Passwords? Ah, the secret.
Alright, knows nothing. Can't talk. That's the guy who we're going to get the sealant from. Right, let's... Should we ask the brothers if they know anything?
I'm never gonna forget the look on his face when he ate that grape-filled pastry!
I can still taste that grape filling.
For God's sake.
Repulsive.
I think we've asked the sheriff already, but let's ask again.
Hi there. Just one of the many cultural pastimes of Nub. You might have seen some signs plastered around. It's all just a really long feud.
Still the same. Alright, thanks anyway. Maybe the guy on the newspaper desk? Oh, cool.
Did you pick up a paper?
Yeah.
Would you like to donate a glowstone to the Shady and Post? So thank you for your contribution.
Tea seeds and balloons on the island. Doesn't tell us anything. Take to the skies. A new attraction has landed at the gates of our beloved city. I had the pleasure of riding in an aircraft called Curiosity Lift, a large air-filled contraption capable of flight. Several years ago, the trails leading to the top of the Restless Reach were washed out. But thanks to this new invention, those mountain peaks are accessible once again. Captain Nessa, the designer of the ship, is an ambitious pilot eager to lead others into the skies. An unforgettable experience sure to lift the hearts of all Eastshadians. We'll go back to the Tarnished Teapot once we've spoken to a few people here. Yes, what other books did you have? Let's buy this because it might tell us something. Giving us a bit of inspiration. Walker's tea. Mendoian brew, earthroot tea. No password hints.
Ah, you returned. You will certainly live a long time. The water is sourced from the life-giving springs of Eastshade.
Hey, so you know that hot spring I told you about? Evelina and I went out there for a picnic. It was nice. And she asked me to be her girlfriend. So now we're together.
Yes. Careful, love isn't real. that's lovely.
It's so weird, but I feel like you had something to do with it. Anyway.
I don't know.
Thanks for whatever you did. Let me know if you need any weird-tasting ground-up plants.
You know the secret password?
They're a group of people who like drinking this special tea because it makes you have better dreams. They hang out in the cistern under the city, but sometimes they have meetings on the Salt Spring Coast beach. My brother loves drinking the tea, but it's so boring. I mean, it just makes you dream. You're asleep the whole time.
Where's your brother?
I think they're kind of like the Roots. They love dream teas too, but they believe only their gods should be able to drink them. Let me know if you need any weird-tasting ground-up.
Salt Spring Coast. So we need to go to the Salt Spring Coast at night. And then we'll get the password.
Let me know if you need any weird-tasting ground. They're a group of people who like to hang out in the cistern under the city. But sometimes they have meetings on the Salt. My brother loves drinking the tea. Let me know if you need any weird...
Thank you, you really helped. Right, so that is the plan. The Salt Spring Coast, where that dude lost his amulet. So we'll go to the Tarnished Teapot, have a look at the posters, see if there's something new on tonight. If there is, we'll have a little rest again, have a nice little evening, little late afternoon nap, and wait for a performance. Isn't that right, Emil? Right, what's tonight? The Heart Route, The Riveting Tale, 7 o'clock at the Tarnished Teapot. Beautiful. Right, let's have a nice little hour's kip. And then we'll hear the tale. Beautiful. And then we'll head down to the Salt Spring Coast, if we've got time.
Gather round. Come hear tale of trickery and wit. There was once a witch who lived in a tiny hut at the edge of a swamp. She was skilled in the healing arts and could cure nearly any ailment. Though she had many visitors, her truest companions were a cluster of spiders living under her table. One day, a man ambled up the path and knocked upon her door. "You must be the wise witch Flera, curer of all ills." He looked around the hut with a sneer. "People cross the world for your cures, and yet you live in this terrible shack. Surely folks pay dearly for the chance to continue breathing." But Flera was not one for glowstones, and she quite liked her home. She only stiffened and asked what his ailment was. So, he told her of the terrible pains and aches he suffered. Horrible scratching in his toenails, in each strand of hair, and in his tear ducts. It was a torture like none other. But he'd heard of the cure, only to be found in the swamp near her home. The only way to ease his pain? The Heart Route. Well, in all her years of saving lives, Flera had never heard of such a route. But the bog wasn't so treacherous, and she had gone in many times for lesser cures. So, she agreed to find the Heart Route, and the man agreed to wait in her hut. Flera trudged through the swamp, thick with slime and the stinking air heavy with rot. When she came to a clearing of black clay, she thrust her hands into the wet muck, but alas, nothing. She dug for hours, her back aching and fingernails packed with mud. Finally, just as twilight fell to darkness, she found it. A spiraled green tuber, pulsing and glowing like a star. She lifted the root, heavy with swamp water, and slid it into her bag. Not a moment later, something rustled in the shadows. A tiny silhouette showed itself beside her.
"You have stolen from me. That route is not yours to take,"
it hissed. The witch could just make out the sight of a moss elf, staring up at her in fury. She told him of the ailing man and the power of the strange root, but the moss elf only grew more angry and stamped his feet in the swampy muck.
"It's a route of poison and destruction,"
he screeched.
"It cannot heal anything. I curse you. I curse you to remain in this bog forever."
And he snatched the root from her bag before darting back into the night. Flara's path melted away, replaced by a ring of identical tree trunks, branches crisscrossing, weaving a cage around her. Roots churned under her feet, and a bone-chilling mist draped itself over the bog. Flara sat down on a tree trunk and got to thinking, wondering about the man who had sent her in hunt of the root. Had he known the truth? Had he wanted to use it for evil? No way to tell. So she set to trying to remember if anyone had ever broken a Marself curse. Just then, she felt a tickling down her arm and her leg. She fought the urge to swipe, and if it wasn't her own spiders, they brought terrible news. The supposedly ailing man had taken over Flara's hut, demanding riches and luxuries from the ill in exchange for false medicines.
Oh, great.
He'd thrown out her furniture and dumped the spiders into the rain, threatening to stomp them if they snuck back in. Now, it is often forgotten that spiders know an awful lot about a lot of things. With so many eyes and a knack for spinning tales, it's a natural skill. They knew exactly how to break a Marself curse and set to spinning huge lacy webs, making a cocoon of the forest. They hummed softly, and when Flara cut through the silk, she was at the edge of the bog, her hut just up ahead. Laborers surrounded her home, painting and scraping, her precious herbs crushed beneath their feet. She peered through the window, and there was the man sitting upon a throne, and beside him, a large pile of jewels and glowstones. Flara burst through the door, and he jumped halfway to the sun. You've taken too much! There are hundreds of jewels before me, and not a one do you deserve! You haven't enough hands to even carry these riches, you snake! Now the spiders thought this was quite a funny idea, so they hummed again, and the man sprouted hundreds of hands, and his body grew long and snake-like. He shrunk smaller and smaller before slinking under the door and out into the bog. And so, you've now heard the tale of how centipedes came to be.
Fair enough. Alright, thanks for the tale. I think we missed a musician, which is what I would have been more interested in. Interesting. Right, so it's quite late, so let's head to the Salt Spring Coast for to finish off the video. And see if the roots have gathered over there. I wish there was a zip line to get us back there. That'd be very useful. Oh, never mind. We should try and get a painting of this waterfall at some point, but I just wish we didn't have to have inspiration for all of it. I just wish we could just paint freely. But fair enough. It just kind of stops me experimenting as much. Because I could buy like 100 canvases now. Alright, where is everyone? Do I have to wait for midnight? It'll probably be over this side, right? Am I hearing things? I could have sworn I heard someone talking then. Oh, cool. mean, we're in the right place. Oh, I should have guessed there was a spring here. Maybe after midnight? Yeah, maybe after midnight. Right, we can go up to the Eyrie for a little, just to pass some time. Oh yeah, the musician. Yeah. The Eyrie is near. Is it not suitable cycling conditions? God! Right, excuse me. Right, let's just pass a little bit of time. And then we'll see if they appear on the coast, but... Kind of reminds me of Outer Wilds, this loading screen here. I don't know why. Can't remember what symbol it's similar to. Excuse me. Let's not go down on the bike again. Come on, man. I just want to get high on some tea. I want some dreams. Inception. A dream within a dream. 2 layers. Or levels, however they say it in the film. Come on, man. Guys, where are you? Where's the tea party? Hello? Man. What a bummer. I mean, I'll check right over the other side as well, but... Tea drinkers. Ah, damn it. Alright guys, we're gonna have to leave the video there. Not the most fruitful episode. Maybe, maybe they're not, like, on the coast itself. Maybe they're... Because there were some people sat around here, but, I mean, I'll try and find them in the next video, so... Hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a like if you did, and just remember, everyone, never trust an uncrate. I'll see you next time.